Hi, my name is Trey. I'm part of the Cradle of Hope program at the mission. Before I came to the mission, my life was just pretty chaotic, just like one traumatic event after another. And there was like a lot of dysfunction like in my family and just a lot of trauma and like things that made me, do things that were like not good for my well-being and stuff. And and then I became a mom, and that kind of, brought me to want to do better. And I was still struggling with it with my first son. And then when I got pregnant again, I was just kind of like at a loss, and I didn't really like know what to do. And I felt very alone and scared because like I don't really have like a family to turn to. For a while, I kind of wanted to put him up for adoption, but I just, I don't know, I didn't think that I could do it. I went to Stanton Healthcare, a family, like a friend, her mom like referred me, and so I went there and they referred me to Cradle of Hope. And then I came here and I met with Kendall and Sarah Howard, and they were like, yeah, like come on in, and so then I said okay, and I just kind of took that leap of faith and I just did it, even though it really scared me and I just was not sure about it at all. I, have found this like relationship with God that I didn't really have before. Before coming to the mission, I had like dabbled in like different religions and stuff, and like it never fulfilled me. And there was just like a lot of darkness in my life. And then as I've been here, and the more I've come closer to God, like the lighter I feel. And I just notice like the goodness around me, and I have like this support, and I have like a family now, and I have people that like genuinely love my sons and I, and it's really great. And before I was like really struggling to work on my career or like myself, and like now I have the space to do that. And I dropped out of high school, and so I like never graduated, and I didn't have the opportunity to really get my GED because I was struggling trying to be like a full-time mom. And so now I'm able to like work on that, and that's also really great. And like I get to take all these classes too that most of the time you would have to pay for, and so those have been really beneficial and like have helped in my healing. I get to work on all of like the inner struggles that I'm struggling with, and like the anger and like the resentment and like all the things from like my childhood. And I get to heal from that so I can be more of like a calm person that they need. And then I get to with all the other classes and things, I get to build kind of like a life of structure for them. Like I get to teach them like the value of like God and life and work, and show them like what it's like to like succeed, and that like you can do it. And so and like that's really important to me because I didn't have that. And so they get to see that coming from me, and I think that is very important and a good thing. When you kind of separate yourself from like the world and you realize like all of the godly things compared to like everything that's secular, and like all of like the darkness that like is really in the world right now, it's just I don't know. There's just been a lot of like little epiphanies that I've had, like coming to God, and just like the people that He's brought into my life right now and the support. And that's one of the things, where I was like, yes, like that's God, And so, and I feel like throughout my life, from just like all of the like events leading up until now, like it all kind of like makes sense that like I was brought here and placed here, like even through all like the trials and the tribulations, like I was brought here, and like I have a purpose. And like there's a reason that He brought me into like a faith-based program, And like I'm here, and like at first I was pretty resistant to it, but like I've opened up, and the more that I open up, like the lighter that I feel, and like the more that I feel God here, and it's awesome. Now I know that I don't have to do it alone. Like I'm not, struggling, and I don't have to feel like I don't have that support. Like I have people to talk to, and people to like a shoulder to cry on, and I have like God, like I can pray, and just I don't know, learn to ask for help, because where before, like I didn't like want to ever ask anybody for help because I felt like I could do it alone, but I was still struggling. The staff has been amazing. My case manager, my advisor, she's great. And I kind of learn a little bit from everyone. Everyone has their different personalities here, but like in their differences, like I learned something that I'm trying to piece together in myself. And I really I really appreciate that, because it's helping me grow. And, they're kind of like a wise counsel. Like they've been through it, and like they know how hard it can be. They know what it's like to struggle with like the darkness and with addiction. And so they just, they've healed and they've overcome those things. And now they get to like spread that light with people like me. And it's, helping me heal, and they're just really great people to be with and be around and have as like a support group. If you're thinking about coming to the Cradle of Hope, that it is a really good idea. Especially if you don't have like support, if you feel like you're all alone and you feel like, you just can't get away from what's going on in your life, then I would definitely come here. We have people here that love you, and they love me, and it's really changed my life. To the donors, I just want to say thank you. Without like the funding, like if it wasn't for Cradle of Hope, like I would probably still be in chaos. I would probably still be in a really dark place. Like I don't know if I would have found God. I don't know if I would have had this opportunity to have like a family and people to support me and like my kids like through this life. And that's something that I'm very grateful for. So thank you.